Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It's 6 o'clock, and we're about to start. Thank you, Ricardo. Rialto Unified School District regular meeting of the Board of Education agenda, October 11, 2023 at Dr. John Kazaluma Education Center, 182 East Walnut Avenue, Rialto, California. Board member Stephanie Lewis, President, Nancy O'Kelly, Vice President, Joseph Martinez, Clerk, Evelyn Dominguez, Board member, Edgar Montez, Board member, and student, Board member Ken Galazzo. Superintendent Dr. Avila. Any individual requires disability-related accommodation or modification, including auxiliary aids and services, in order to participate in the board meeting should contact the superintendent, designee in writing. Call to order opening at 6 p.m. Open session. As approved by law, the following are the items for discussion and consideration at the closed session of the board meeting. Public employee discipline dismissal, release, reassign of employees, Government Code Section 54957, student expulsion, reinstatement, expulsion, enrollment, conference with labor negotiators, agency designated representative, Dr. Avila, superintendent lead personnel, Ms. Rhonda Kramer, Ms. Roxanne Dominguez, and Mr. Armando Ortega, Personnel Services. Employee Organization, California School Employee Organization, Chapter 203, CSEA, Rialto Education Association, REA, Communication Workers of America, CWA. Pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9D and or D3, conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, significant exposure, potential claim 1. Conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, initiation of litigation pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9, Subdivision D41. Comments on the closed agenda session items. Any person wishing to speak on any items on the closed session agenda will be granted 3 minutes.
We do not have any.
Do we have a motion to move into closed session?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, vote by board member. Ms. Dominguez?
Aye.
Mr. Martinez, clerk, board clerk?
Aye.
And Stephanie Lewis, President, aye, and time is 6:02. Okay. Is there a motion to adjourn out of closed session?
I'll make the motion to adjourn closed session.
Second.
Okay. Vote by board members. Mr. Montez?
Aye.
Clerk Martinez?
Aye.
Stephanie Lewis, aye. And the time is 7:02. Open session, reconvene. And tonight, we begin introducing Dullahan Elementary School 5th grade students Emily Regazzo to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. United Together for Kindness, Acceptance, and Inclusion. Here tonight from Helen L. Dullahan Elementary School are the students from Mrs. Tiffany Stumblefield kindergarten class and Mr. David Emmerich, 5th grade class, singing So Many Colors, So Many Shapes.
are like the phoenix, Abuelita said, rising again with a new life ahead of us. She soared with the anticipation of dreams she never knew she could have of learning English, of supporting her family, of someday buying a tiny house. This is a dialogue from our great book Esperanza Rising. It serves as a reminder that all of us have dreams that we are all striving to achieve. In this way, we are all truly united. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you, students. Thank you, principal. Mr. Husband, can you wave? Our principal, there we go. Thank you, Ms. Stubblefield. Can you wave? There you go. And Mr. Emmerich, there you go. All right. Thank you, families, for bringing your students, your scholars out to the school board.
Great job.
And thank you for your support. Go Dalmatians! So many shapes, so many colors.
But one heart. Don't forget the one heart.
Yeah. All right, is there report out of closed session?
Yes, thank you, President Lewis. The Board of Education took action to pursue a lawsuit breach of contract. The defendant and other details regarding this action will be disclosed to any person upon request after service of the complaint on the defendants has been completed. The roll call vote was unanimous.
Thank you. And do we have a motion to adopt the agenda?
I move that we adopt the agenda.
I'll second.
We have to pull something.
Okay, well, we'll adopt the agenda and then we can see if there's any
Okay.
polls.
Sure.
Okay. So, vote by preferential student board member, Ms. King Galazzo.
Aye.
Okay. Board member Dominguez.
Aye.
Board member Montez. Board clerk Martinez.
Aye.
And board president Lewis, aye. Do we have any polls or change or questions?
Yes, for E.3.13.
E.3.13. Is there poll, a
Just
clarification?
Just for abstain.
Excuse me?
For abstain.
Oh, okay.
I just need to abstain.
We'll pull it when we get to the item.
So is that clarified? That we're going to go ahead and adopt the agenda as is?
No,
But
it's,
she's
yeah,
going to abstain from this
Yeah,
item.
right.
We'll vote on this one separately.
Right.
Yeah.
This one item.
when we get to it.
Yeah.
And Board President, if I may, there's also an item where Ms. King Galazzo will not be able to vote because it is for her, and that's going to be item
Oh, that's right.
3.17, so we'll do the same thing and vote separately.
Okay. So we have 3.3, 13, and 17. All righty. So student board member, Ms. Galazzo, will you start with our presentations?
Okay. The first presentation will be from Mr. Juan Loza from Carter High School.
Good evening, Board President Lewis, Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Avila, and the viewing audience. I'm Juan Loza, ASB President for Carter High School. This past month, Carter has been participating in various successful and diverse activities. Last week, approximately 75 AVID students toured college campuses Cal State Fullerton, Cal State Long Beach, and the University of Irvine, where students received personal tours from CHS alumni and where they took a quick glance at what could be their future scholastic home.
All right.
Just today, all CHS sophomores, along with 115 juniors, took the PSAT. To assist our Carter scholars, today, Wednesday, October 11th, was our Future Ready Day. where lesson plans for all grades were conducted during all periods, with our counselors holding workshops in our senior English classes all day for FSAID and web grant account creations to better prepare our students in completing their FAFSA applications. This past September, we held our very first pep rally of the year, and it was a huge success. We also hosted our Hollywood-themed homecoming, where students came and were able to live life on the red carpet for one night. On September 22nd, ASB held a Hispanic Heritage Assembly, meant to celebrate and bring awareness to Hispanic culture. During October, every Wednesday for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, ASB students will wear pink to show our support, where we invite fellow CHS students and staff to do the same, with our varsity football game this past Thursday against Harupa Hills being Barbie-themed, to show even more support for breast cancer awareness. October is also College and Career Kickoff Month, where students will have the option to wear college and or career shirts to promote their college readiness. On September 26th, our very own senior class president, Elise Carizales, along with other senior ASB members, presented at the Rialto City Council meeting, which resulted in a $2,500 donation to Carter's class of 24.
Yeah.
Furthermore, on Wednesday, October 25th, our senior class will host a senior pumpkin patch, where we will have activities such as pumpkin painting, sack racing, apple bobbing, and more. Yesterday, our Lady Lions JV and varsity volleyball team both competed against Eisenhower and won their semifinal match in San Andreas League Tournament and advanced to league finals. With this win, our Lady Lions have secured their CIF playoff spot. For our last varsity home game of the season, we're hosting a spooky, scary senior night football game versus the Rialto Knights on the 27th, where we will honor the dedication and hard work of many of our senior athletes, with students showing up and showing off their school spirit through dressing up in their spooky, scary costumes. In closing, the Carter High School Performing Arts Department will be presenting the Fall Musicale tomorrow, Thursday, October 12th at 7 p.m. in the CHS Multipurpose Room. The concert will perform and will include the chamber choir, string orchestra, and the women's show choir, Midnight Treble, as well as solo and small ensemble acts. Concert admission is $5, with children ages 5 and under being able to attend for free, where tickets may be purchased through gofan.co. We invite you to come out on Thursday to hear some of Carter's most talented performers and enjoy an evening of fun and awesome music to kick off the fall season. Thank you for your time and the opportunity of allowing me to share the amazing things that are happening at Carter High School. On behalf of all of us at Carter, we hope you have a great rest of your night. Go Lions and roar.
Mr. Diego Aguirre from Myler High School.
Greetings, Board President Lewis, Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Avila, Innovation Team, and viewing audience. My name is Diego Aguirre, and I stand before you as the proud representative for DSAC of Myler High School. I'd like to share some exciting updates for Myler High School and Zupanik Virtual Academy. First, we are thrilled to announce that during the first quarter, Myler and Zupanik proudly graduated a total of 18 students. These students showed incredible dedication and determination in making graduation their destination. To recap our successful first quarter, I want to highlight some activities from August and September. On August 24, 2023, Myler and Zupanik Virtual Academy hosted our TK-12 Back to School Night, allowing parents and guardians to connect with our dedicated educators. In addition to our amazing teachers, we also offered students to learn about various post-secondary schools and military branches. Thank you to the U.S. Navy, Valley College, and Blue Foundation for all participating. Since then, several trips to various colleges have been taking place. The counselors and our library media tech, Ms. Natoli, organized trips to San Joaquin Valley College. We also hosted San Bernardino Valley College's pop-up van. We are also excited to share that thanks to Coach Arias, PE teacher at Zupanik Virtual Academy, our girls and boys volleyball teams were revived.
Yes.
The girls' team even made it to the playoffs, although they were defeated by Citrus High School in Fontana, and it marked the end of an impressive season. We extend our sincere appreciation to Coach Arias for bringing sports back to Myler High School. During the week of September 11th through 15th, ASB organized a Spirited Spirit Week where both staff and students enthusiastically participated in fun dress days such as Cowboy Day, Twin Day, and Decades Day. On September 28, 2023, our ASB held a successful fundraiser at Blaze Pizza in the Renaissance Parkway, contributing to our school's fundraising initiatives with the goal of having PBIS trips for the remaining 3 quarters of the school year. Looking ahead, Myler's ASB is gearing up to celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month in collaboration with our Aspire students. We will be providing students with pink and white Love and Hope bracelets as part of our awareness campaign. Wrapping up the first quarter, we celebrated our graduates with a student barbecue at lunch, graciously hosted by Nutrition Services. The menu featured fresh fruit, freshly made cake, grilled hot dogs, and a variety of sides to send off to our quarter one graduates in style.
Oh.
Finally, as we usher our quarter two, we are excited to welcome new students and host activities to raise awareness for Bullying Awareness Month. Beginning October 9th, 2023, at Myler, our PBIS Belief Center on being responsible, respectful, safe, and focused. In conclusion, I'd like to remind everyone that we are Myler, where our PBIS beliefs are at the cornerstone of our school culture. We are committed to fostering an environment where our students can thrive. Thank you so much for your attention and have a great evening.
Thank you.
Miss Emeline Gutierrez from Rialto High School.
She knows. She knows. She knows.
Good evening, Board President Lewis, Honorable Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Avila, and viewing audience. I am Emily Gutierrez, the ASB Vice President of Rialto High School. To start off, there is so much to celebrate at Rialto. Let's hear it for our Knights, who in quarter one have completed 210 courses in Apex for a total of 1,050 credits recovered.
Yes.
Almost double last year's recovery. Our juniors and seniors are working hard to get on track and meet A through G requirements. 47 level 4s ELs have been reclassified with only 4 more to go. 202 seniors have already qualified for the state seal of the letter C with only 50 still to test. We also participated today in Future Ready Week, which included a tour of CSUSB for our juniors, PSAT testing for our sophomores and AVID students, FSA ID registration and college applications for our seniors, and Future Ready activities for our freshmen. The Knights are making plans for their future. Last week, Rialto held its first Latin Fest with the Grupo, food trucks, Ballet Folclorico, and performances by our jazz band and Campirano Club. It was a fabulous night celebrating Hispanic cultures, which continued at our Latinx themed football game, where we also celebrated the seniors for our year-round sports support teams, like ASB, band, cheer, medical trainers, and NJRLTC. Rialto's cross-country team has been crushing it. Our girls have played first at all of their leagues, and our boys are currently second overall. Gabriela Rodriguez remains in first place in our league.
Yes.
At our fall blood drive, we had 150 people donate, and a surprise appearance from our board, Miss Evelyn Dominguez, who came out to donate and support our drive. Rialto's PBIS team held its first ever tardy party, where over 1,200 students were awarded with hot, delicious breakfast,
for having perfect attendance.
Woo!
Yep, no absences or no tardies for almost half of the school in August. ASB held its very first Spirit Rally with over 1,500 students attending each rally. This event was jam-packed with music, games, mascot dance battles, performances, and sing-alongs. There was lots of participation and excitement in our gym, and we can't wait to host our all-sports relay rally in February. Homecoming is just 10 days away, and things are bustling around campus with Spirit Days, lunch games and activities, a Royal Court rally, pink out football game, and dance planned. All of our nights have options for participation. As you can see, we have a lot to celebrate and honor at Rialto High. It was a very busy and full first quarter in the castle, and we plan to continue the momentum of building up and highlighting our students and staff while striving for academic excellence. Keep the lights on nights. Thank you. Have a great night.
Miss Michaela Lopez from Eisenhower High School.
Good evening, Board President Lewis, distinguished members of the board, and Superintendent Dr. Avila, and viewing audience. My name is Michaela Lopez, the proud ASB ambassador at Eisenhower High School, and we are so excited to show you a couple things happening at the home of the Eagles. We started off the school year with our freshman dance, Disco Fever, where we invited all freshmen for free to kick off the start of their high school year, where we had an amazing turnout, and boy do Eagles know how to boogie. The next week we had this year's Club Rush event, where students got to see the different clubs available on campus and express their interest in new clubs they were looking to start. Club Rush was a 2-day event, so every student had an opportunity to participate. On August 18th, we had our first senior-only event, Senior Sunrise, where we had over 300 seniors come over at 5:45 in the morning to celebrate the start of their senior year. This morning was filled with food, music, fun, and games, and hopefully many memories. Our fabulous link crew had their first freshman football tailgate at our very first home game, where freshmen were able to play games, connect with one another, and their link crew leaders. Even though it did rain, the rain did not stop our Eagle fun. ASB hosted their first blood drive on September 8th, which we are proud to say we collected over 197 units, showing our love for the community and how Eagles always continue to give back. On September 19th, we hosted our first UCAN College Expo, where students from Rialto, Carter, and of course Eisenhower were given the opportunity for on-site admission for schools like Granbury, Hampton University, John C. Smith University, Langston, Livingstone, and many more. A big thanks to everyone who was able to attend and help organize this amazing event.
Yes.
Most importantly, on September 28th, we faced off against our crosstown rivals, Carter High School, where Eisenhower was able to dominate the first and second half, leaving the score at 42-7. We are very proud of our home football team, and we invite you all to join us next week, October 20th, to take on Summit High School. We are coming up to the busiest week of our first semester, homecoming week. This Friday, we'll be having our very first pep rally, honoring our amazing fall sports. Shortly after, on October 21st, we will be hosting our Hollywood HOCO, where every Eagle can be a star. Lastly, as a special event, we will be hosting the class of 2004, as it is their 20th anniversary, at our homecoming game, where the homecoming king and queen from 2004 will be able to crown our new winners. Once again, I'm Michaela Lopez, and remember Eagles continue to soar. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much. So many exciting things happening. You're amazing, and thank you. Now we have comments. Public comments not on the agenda. At this time, any person wishing to speak on any items not on agenda will be granted 3 minutes.
You have Johnny McNair.
I withdraw, thank you.
Michael Montano.
Good evening, everyone in attendance and viewing audience at home. I'm going to start off from Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken, a piece from it. I shall be telling this with a sigh somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. This relates to a matter I spoke on sometime last year. We are still stelling, and yes, I said stelling, I coined a word, stilling student opportunities by telling, so stilling, telling, stelling, our students that in order to graduate, they must retake core classes for which they received a D in the A through G class. D is a passing grade and earns credits toward graduation. If the student retakes the course, not to say they won't get a D the second time around or even an F, as it has happened, but they will not get additional credit for repeating the class. A through G certified, what will it provide for our students who will take advantage of starting off their continued education at a community college or trade school? What will A through G certified provide for our students who decide college is not the path for them, as there are many fields that are high paying without the high cost of a college degree? When we promote agency, it should be a choice made by the students and the students' parents as to whether or not it is in the student's best interest to repeat a course. There is no way to know what life-altering class the students may have taken if they were not forced to retake a class or classes where they earned a D. Public schools are supposed to service the needs of their community. Our community does not have 90%, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, or even 20% of our students going to four-year universities, but our schools are set up as if 80 or 90% of our students are going to college. We have never been told a percentage of RUSD students that end up with a four-year degree. When I was in high school, I myself got 2 Ds. One was in chemistry, and I wasn't the best student I could have been, and it killed me. And so I decided to retake that course. And I got a B, and I was proud of myself for it. I didn't take the second semester, just like I did the first year around. And there was another course, geography, that I also got a D in because I was absent one day and didn't turn in an assignment. It was a huge part of the grade, and I got a D in that course. And I didn't repeat that one because I knew there was nothing else I was going to learn, and that would have meant not having to take some other electives that I had quite a few that probably changed me for the better. And had I retaken that, that would have gotten rid of that opportunity. High school is a road you only get to go down once. So when those roads diverge, the choice should be a family decision and not one imposed by the district. While it is our job to open doors and create paths, it is not ours to decide for them which one they must take. Thank you.
Celia Sarabia.
Buenas noches, miembros de la mesa directiva.
Good evening, members of the board.
Presidenta Miss Luis.
President Ms. Luis.
Superintendente Dr. Ávila.
Superintendent Dr. Avila.
Audiencia.
And the audience.
Soy Celia Sarabia y represento a Amigos Unidos.
I'm Celia Sarabia and I represent Amigos Unidos.
Grupo de apoyo para padres de niños de educación especial.
A parent support group for children with special needs.
Esta noche queremos felicitar a nuestro distrito.
This evening we want to congratulate our district.
Y agradecer a todos los que hicieron posible el festival que celebramos el viernes.
And to thank everyone that participated in celebrating the Friday's, ¿el viernes qué?
El viernes.
This Friday.
Por el mes de la herencia hispana.
For the month of Hispanic Heritage.
Gracias a nuestro superintendente Dr. Ávila.
Thank you to the superintendent, Dr. Avila.
Presidenta Miss Luis, que con su alegría nos motiva a los padres.
Thank you to President Lewis, that with her joy it is contagious for the parents.
A Mr. Montes.
To Mr. Montes.
Dr. Burciaga, a Mr. y Mrs. Pulido.
Dr. Burciaga, Mr. and Mrs. Pulido.
Y a otros 2 participantes que estuvieron en el concurso que quién comía más tacos.
And 2 participants who were always there to see who could eat more tacos.
Fue muy bonito ver la unión de todos los padres con la comunidad.
It was beautiful to see the union between parents and the community.
Al servicio de nutrición, como siempre, apoyando a todos los eventos de nuestro distrito.
For nutrition services, who is always supporting everything that the district does.
A Fasa, a María, a Mónica, a Sara, a Cristina,
Fasa,
Mike
María, Mónica, Cristina, Mike.
y Juanito, que se encargó de cocinar los tacos a todos los que participaron.
And Juanito, who was in charge of making all the tacos for the ones that participated.
A todos los directores y maestros.
To all of the principals and the teachers.
A Mr. Rosas, a Derek Harris, que siempre nos contagia con su alegría.
Mr. Rojas and Derek Harris, who's always making us smile with his joy.
Anima a toda la comunidad y eso es muy bonito verlo siempre.
He motivates the entire community and it's always beautiful to see.
A la board member Miss Domínguez.
Board member Ms. Domínguez.
A Mr. Pérez, la doctora Scott,
Mr.
de Special Ed.
Pérez, Dr. Scott.
A Marta de Gortari.
Marta Gortari.
A la doctora Ría.
Dr. Ría.
A Dayanita Romo, a Roxy Domínguez, a
Dayanita
Mr. Camacho.
Romo, Roxy Domínguez, Mr. Camacho.
A todos los trabajadores que participaron, a los maestros, todos los administradores, pero un agradecimiento muy especial para el doctor Delgado, para Wendy, Kenny y otras 2 personas que colaboraron con ellos por toda para poder organizar este evento. Fue muy gratificante para toda la familia.
Por favor, señora, muchas gracias. And to all the employees and the staff, I want to thank Dr. Delgado, Wendy, Kenny, and every other person who helped organize this event. Gracias.
Fue muy gratificante para todas las familias y los estudiantes.
It was very satisfying for all the students and the participants.
Disfrutamos mucho y los niños estaban felices. Fue una gran oportunidad para compartir.
We really enjoyed it and the students were very happy. It was a great opportunity to share
con los administradores, maestros, estudiantes y padres.
With the administrators, the teachers, the students and the parents.
También quiero agradecer
I also want to thank
a Mr. Pérez y a la doctora Scott
Mr. Pérez and Dr. Scott
por todos los entrenamientos que nos están dando a los padres de educación especial.
For all the trainings that they're providing for the parents with children with special needs.
Estamos orgullosos de nuestro distrito.
We are proud of our district.
Tenemos tantos recursos en nuestro distrito
We have so many resources in our district.
Que los invitamos a todos los padres que los aprovechemos.
And we want to invite all the parents to take advantage of them.
Para ayudar a nuestros estudiantes para que tengan éxito.
So that we can help our students to succeed.
Ahorita tenemos el entrenamiento del IEP.
At this time we have the IEP training.
La literatura con USC.
And literacy with USC.
El sábado tendremos un festival en la escuela Eisenhower, una feria familiar de literatura.
And on Saturday we have a fair in Eisenhower on the 14th, which is a literacy for the family event.
Participemos en todos los eventos que los estudiantes nos invitaron esta noche.
Let's participate in all of the events that the students invited us to tonight.
Apoyemos.
Let's support them.
También queremos decirle a la señorita Galazo,
We also want to say to Mrs. Galazo,
estudiante, miembro de la mesa directiva,
student member of the board,
que estamos orgullosos de ella.
that we are proud of her.
Cómo está representando a los estudiantes.
In the way you represent the students.
Nos encanta escuchar sus opiniones.
We love hearing your opinions.
Y también agradecerle al Departamento de Comunicación, a Chata, a Roberto Carlos, a Saida Jafri Hernández, también por siempre estar. Y también bienvenida a Mr. Martínez, porque lo hemos extrañado esta junta pasada, no lo vimos y nos da mucho gusto saber que está de regreso. Y que
And
está
we
bien.
also want to thank the people in communications. I think she said Chuck, I'm not sure. Zaira Jackson Hernandez.
Chata.
Chata. Oh, sorry.
Es
Chata.
la que toma las pictures.
Ah, la que toma las pictures. Chata. Also,
That's
we
Edith.
want to tell Mr. Martinez that who wasn't here in the last meetings that we're grateful that you're back.
Gracias y buenas noches.
Thank you and have a good night.
Thank you.
Ay, Chata, yo no sabía que le decían la Chata. I'm sorry.
That is all we have.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Public comments on the agenda. Any person wishing to speak on any items on the agenda will be granted 3 minutes.
We do not have any.
Okay. Comments from association executive board members. We have Rialto Education Association, REA.
Board members, Superintendent Avila, and Board President Mrs. Lewis. First off, I want to begin by thanking everyone that was involved in our negotiations process. We have finally settled our contract. 87% of the REA members who voted in favor of the settlement. I know it will come before this board for your approval at the next school board meeting on October 25th. I want you to know my members are looking forward to the pay increase that we've been told will be on our December 1st paycheck, along with retro pay at the higher rate going back to July 1st. It took a lot to get us to this moment. We began negotiating over 5 months ago, back in April. There have been 10 school board meetings over that time period. REA held 4 different rallies. We distributed over 500 yard signs and over 6,000 flyers. Hundreds of our members sent emails. Many spoke at public meetings. And we reached out to the community to let them know about the struggles that we're having in this district, in this time, and in this profession. When I asked my members how they felt about the settlement, many said that they were glad that we settled because they need the money now and they're exhausted. When I asked them about how they felt about the 9% that we received, they responded that it was a good amount, but that they still felt undervalued. So I dug a little deeper. I asked them about that perception, and I received some really good responses. And here are 5 statements that I heard from my members. Number 1, the fact that we had to fight to get what we did was frustrating because we all know the district has the money and could have settled earlier. Number 2, seeing how many surrounding districts have passed us up in pay hurt and made me feel like my work here in Rialto isn't valued. 3, the district highlights how amazing Rialto is. We get emails and see posts online all the time saying we did this amazing thing or that amazing thing, but when it came time to pay us, they acted like we didn't deserve it. 4, the district doesn't listen to teachers. It has become a very top-down district, and the district and administrators abuse teachers. Students misbehave and nothing happens to them, but if a teacher sends a kid up to the office, then the teacher gets investigated and gets in trouble. Kids are hitting, spitting, and cursing at teachers, and we're told to ignore it. If we reach the end of our patience and decide to send a kid out to protect other students' ability to learn, our judgment gets questioned. And then number 5, gas prices are $6 a gallon, and food prices seem to have doubled. I need the money now, so I'm happy. So now that negotiations are over, we hope that we can begin to work together on rebuilding the frayed relationships that occurred during the process. And while much has been made about the process, about getting double digits, the underlying issue was primarily about respect. The district did not offer us double digits that we wanted, so we rightfully expect to see hopefully an increase in respect to make up for the shortcoming on the financial side. And so here are some things that my members said that I should be asking for, that we should come back and talk to you about. The school board has said repeatedly how much you value teachers and how important we are. You can show us that you mean that by directing the superintendent to reinstate the per diem amount for all extra duty. In the heat of our negotiations, the district abandoned that practice and returned to the lesser amount of the daily rate. It'd be a sign of good faith if you reinstated the per diem going forward. While we'll also be looking for the school board to show us that you care and have been listening to our concerns about standards-based grading. So we've had lots of teachers talk to you about that. The number one issue, though, for us is the concern is mostly for the safety of our students and for ourselves. No one should ever have to work in a place where they feel unsafe and unsupported. You could immediately help with win some goodwill by directing administrators to stop trying to deny teachers their education code right to classroom suspend. We'd like you to ask Dr. Avila to tell the principals in this district that when a teacher sends a student to the office, the principal needs to support that decision. Do not send the student back to class with a lollipop or a sticker. Honor the judgment of the teacher in the room. When a student gets sent to the office, the student should get a consequence. I'm hearing that instead some administrators are signing those teachers to after-school retraining. You heard that right. The student caused a situation in the classroom and the teacher got the consequence. That needs to stop. I'd like to end today with a quote about respect. In the world of respect, deposits of good deeds earn interest, while withdrawals of disrespect incur penalties. This is from Matshona Diwaya. Both sides allowed the stresses of the negotiations process to strain our relationship, and I know a lot of us felt disrespected during the process. Now we need to rebuild those relationships and make deposits of good deeds. Our members are ready to do that. We're already working with the district to help solve the chronic absenteeism issue. We want to work with you on other issues that are important to management. We'll do our part to make those positive deposits and hope in return that you'll work on those items that I asked you about, the three items.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we'll have California School Employee Association, CSEA.
Good evening, Rialto Unified Family. I'm Chris Cordasco, Chapter President for CSEA Chapter 203. Tonight, I just want to...
Just let them set to 5 so it won't mess up your 5.
Yeah, he got it.
Okay, thanks.
So tonight, I just want to express our gratitude. We also were able to finish our contract. I want to thank the neighbors across the street for for putting up with us out there. Our members also were very happy with the settlement. I do find it interesting that it took as much as it took to get that movement. As I said before, I believe we went 22 or 23 different counter proposals to get to this point. That's a lot of unnecessary time spent negotiating. We could have settled this a lot sooner. But other than that, we're very happy. The members were very happy to come out today. We finished our vote actually this evening at 5 o'clock. And it was a resounding yes. Looking forward to getting the class and comp done. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Communication Workers of America, CWA. Rialto School Managers Association, RSMA.
Well, good evening, President Lewis, Board of Education, Dr. Avila, and our innovation team. I am Mario Carranza, President of RSMA and proud principal of Dunn Elementary School. On behalf of RSMA, I would like to thank all our members for attending our first social of the year, our tailgate taco feast at the last football game. And a great time was had by all. Pictures of our event can be found on the RSMA Twitter page and AXA Region 12 website. Our next event will be our holiday gathering, which will be here before we know it. So please keep an eye out for my emails and further information. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. And comment from, thank you all our union representations. We know for the hard work with negotiation, and our negotiation team appreciate that. Comments from student board member, Ms. Kay Galazzo.
To start off, I'd like to thank Dallahan Elementary for the beautiful performance and their message. They had such a great message about unity, accepting one another, and going after your dreams. And that's a beautiful message, I think, not just to students, but to everyone here. I attended the DSAC meeting last week, and I'm very glad to see fellow students involved and make an effort towards stimulating student involvement in their campuses, so great job to all of them. And lastly, on September 28th, I was able to attend the Kolb Middle School ribbon cutting for their esports lab. So the new esports lab gives students access to gaming technology and help them build skills. And what I appreciate about this is that the esports lab, we are able to integrate technology into the students' curriculum, which creates a fun learning environment. This lab also helps students branch out and find new activities. And I talked to some of the students, and they said they really enjoy this class, and it's one of the reasons why they come to school. And they can also take this as an inspiration into their future careers. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to turn my head so I'm not going to forget our superintendent, Dr. Avila.
Thank you, President Lewis, and I would do my best not to repeat information already mentioned, except for Dallahan Elementary. I do want to thank them for that great introduction to our meeting this evening. Had a great time at the Hispanic Heritage Celebration last week. That's culture, that's community, that's joy. Thank you, Tobin, for joining us there. Had a great time chatting with you during the event as well. Esports, talking about esports, Kolb was already mentioned, but we will have our grand opening on Thursday, November 2nd for Jehu Middle School. I'm looking forward to that. That will be our 5th middle school in the district. So all of our middle schools will be equipped with those sports labs and all the opportunities that come with that. Also this month, we are celebrating quite a bit. It is Indigenous Peoples Day, National School Lunch Week, Week of the School Administrator, School Bus Safety Month, National School Bus Safety Month. And next month, on November 2nd, we will be hosting or celebrating Dia de los Muertos at Chavez Huerta, Thursday, November the 2nd from 5 to 8 p.m. And speaking of safety, it's an ongoing effort. Please know that safety is our utmost priority. Without safety, not a whole lot will take place, and we'll continue to respond as best we can to prevent and to do everything that we can to make sure that our kids, our families, our staff members are safe on our campuses, students certainly to and from school. Our safety team continues to do quite an amazing job in making sure that our schools, that our students are safe. And not simply because they are safety officers, but because they've gone through quite a bit of training over the years where they have been trained to really build those relationships with kids that many would-be unsafe scenarios are prevented simply because students begin to trust our safety officers because they see them as mentors, people who work with them, establish that relationship, and so they're able to have that communication to prevent things from manifesting. Of course, there are things that happen nonetheless, but our response to those situations has been stellar by our office. We're currently working with both the City of San Bernardino and the City of Rialto to finalize the contracts to return RSROs to our campuses. And I've also asked Supervisor Brian Harper to share anything else that he can add that I haven't covered related to safety. So, Mr. Harper.
Thank you, Superintendent Avila. Good evening, board members, innovation team, viewing public. Today at approximately 10:30, we had a situation where we had an individual enter Cole Middle School. Immediately, the teaching staff saw the individual, put the call out, and our safety officers responded immediately and was able to apprehend the individual. Immediately following that, Rialto PD had a swift response, and they showed up with a very robust group of individuals to help us secure the campus at that point. At that point, what we did, once we had the individual in custody, what we did, yes, sir?
Individuals enter all the time. This was an intruder.
This was an intruder. This was an intruder that appeared to have be in the midst of a mental emergency. So when he came on, he seemed confused. He seemed like maybe there was possibly some drug use involved. Our teaching staff was great. They saw him immediately. They saw him when he came on. And the officers, by the time they got down there, they had him apprehended, and PD responded immediately following. So, yeah, clap it up. Yes, Rialto PD was awesome this afternoon. At that point, what we did, because of some of the things that he had said about a potential person that may have been chasing him, what we did is we went on ahead and made sure that we secured the campus. We did a thorough check of the campus with Rialto PD and the surrounding areas, and was able to determine that there was in fact no other individuals. It was just the one individual. And so at that point, we had several students that had contacted their parents, because of what they had seen. And some of the kids were, truly upset because of some of the information that got out there. And so when the parents came, the parents were awesome. We were able to front load them immediately on the information that we were able to confirm. We were able to confirm that we had the intruder in custody, and he had already been taken away. And at this point, the campus was safe because of the check that we had conducted. And so at that point, the parents, they were awesome because at that point, they worked with us in checking their students out. So as these situations go, this was really one of the best ones, and it was in large part because of our parents, because of the fact that they worked with us. And so what I wanted to say also in closing is that our safety department is going to be vigilant, and it's going to start with communication. So communication with our staff, communication with our PD, so that we can make sure that we continue to maintain the safety for our students. And so we take these things very seriously, and by the response of Rialto PD, obviously they take it very seriously too, because we had, the whole day shift out there. So they were there, and it was within minutes. And then we also had our patrol staff, our supervision staff. And so, like I say, we had, and then we also had members of the innovation team that came up and assisted us as well, so that we could get the parents, get them their students, get them reunified with their students in an orderly fashion. So again, I just wanted to thank everybody for all the support, and we will continue to do everything humanly possible to make sure that our students are safe, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank all of the safety team and admin that was there. Was the intruder armed?
No.
Good.
Not at all.
How did the intruder get onto the campus?
He came in off of one of the gates on the east end of the campus. So he basically just jumped a gate. As is the case with all of our schools, there's a lot of fence line throughout the school. And so out in the PE area, he came out of one of the neighborhoods, jumped onto our campus, and was spotted immediately. So that was the thing. The system worked in this particular case. Again, the staff at Cole, the administration staff as well, were awesome in assisting us in, making sure that we helped get the campus clear to make sure that the students were not in any danger, and then also with the communication piece to the parents.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And how long did PD take to respond? I mean, define immediately.
Well, I got the call, and I was actually headed in that direction at the time that I got the call. So it probably took me approximately 4 minutes to get to the site, and as I arrived at the site, there was 3 PD officers that were arriving at the same time. So it was, within minutes.
Good call.
Within minutes.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Lenny, thank you so much.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And also, I want to wish Board Vice President Miss Nancy G. O'Kelly a very happy birthday coming up in the next few days. She is not with us. She's still recovering. So we continue to wish her a healthy recovery. And I want to end with site visits that we have been doing in recent days, last couple of weeks for myself. We're starting with elementary schools, and we're visiting classrooms at various elementary schools, various grade levels, just to check in, to see how things are going, see if there are any needs in particular, but also looking at those amazing teachers that are providing that great instruction for our kids. For us to be able to see the great stuff that's happening and the things that perhaps can be continue to be supported. I want to thank Dr. Ingrid Lin for leading this effort. She has been visiting classrooms throughout the district. She has joined us from a neighboring district, and she comes in with a very particular experience where she's really providing insight that is going to really help inform and improve our academic programs here. She will be providing some leadership along the ways of the standards grading practices. They will continue to work with our partner teachers to make sure that that gets off the ground the way that it needs to, our A through G, but also just our teaching and learning, our instruction, our academics, that she's been able to really provide, again, that insight that I believe that we need, that's going to really benefit us. So I'd like to thank her for leading this effort, and just thank the teachers that we were able to visit today and the last few weeks, again, for setting the tone of positivity, of happiness in the classroom, because the very thing that Dr. Lynn shared with me today as we were leaving Trapp Elementary School, we had visited Dunn and Simpson Elementary, and the one thing that stood out to her was that kids just seem to be happy. And again, the tone is set by the teachers and the other adults in the classroom. And we know that issues of behavior manifest throughout the district from time to time, especially at the secondary. But just getting that start, that early elementary experience of seeing happy kids, great instruction taking place in the classrooms is really joyful and inspirational to see, knowing that we're moving in the right direction in spite of some of the challenges that we encounter from time to time. We know that those issues will continue to be addressed on a daily basis. So thank you, Dr. Lynn.
Thank you. Board Member Dominguez.
Thank you, President Lewis. Well, first of all, it was a great presentation from Dollahan. Watching those little kids talking about diversity and love, and we're all one color on the inside. We all have red as blood. I don't know anybody that has blue blood, but if I'll see it, they have it. But DSAC students were amazing. I'm so happy to see them back, and I love hearing them and hearing all the exciting things and that's going on in the high schools. They're young adults. They're learning and getting ready for the real world. So I loved hearing everything they had to say and their events, and I'm ready to go venture into the high school things that they have to do and offer. And of course, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I am a big advocate of it, and I am very fortunate that it doesn't run in my family, but I have seen the effects of it. I have taken care of patients that have it, and it's a devastating disease, and it doesn't discriminate age, race, gender. It doesn't discriminate. So it's very, very close to my heart. So wear your pink for the rest of the month if you can. National Lunch Week is this week. So thank you to Nutrition Services for feeding all of our kiddos during lunch and for that hot lunch. And I know that my kids love eating at school, and they come home saying, Mom, I had the most delicious pozole. I had the most delicious chicken sandwich. I had the most delicious this. And I can tell you my cooking does not compare to theirs. It's also Bus Driver Week, National Safety Bus Driver Week, and I'm still waiting for these bus drivers to come drive my Hemi, the ones that took us to USC. So come on, drive my Hemi, because any day, hands down, it's yours to drive. Also, thank you to all our Rialto police that came to respond to Kolb and keeping our schools safe, and to our safety officers that responded to our emergency today. We have a great team. We have a great community. Sometimes it gets hard, but when push comes to shove, we all work together. We all work together for the safety, and like Dr. Avila said, safety is our priority. Academics is also our priority, but safety is above that. Because without safe schools, we have nothing. So that's all I have for tonight, and let's continue to keep Rialto strong and have Rialto pride.
That's right. All right. Board Member Montez.
Thank you, Madam President. I just want to ditto everything that's already been said. I don't want to repeat it all over again. Sometimes we do it all 5 times, and that's okay, but I think Dr. Avila made a good point earlier. I do want to mention big congratulations to the Lady Knights basketball. Did you cover that one?
No.
All right, good.
I went to the game.
Yeah, I saw the pictures on social media. Thank you, Communications, for doing an awesome job covering all of the accolades and the championships. So congratulations to Lady Knights basketball. Big thank you to Coach Goodlow, who's been working with the Lady Knights for a number of years now. And I'm sure he's bathing in the joy of that championship. So we thank him for all of his hard work and his dedication to the sports. Also, I just want to say that I think I'm finally over the tacos. It was
you represent. He made us proud.
I held it down.
Yes, you did.
In my defense, the tacos were really small and just one tortilla, not double tortilla like normally are traditionally made, but regardless, I ate 25 carne asada tacos.
Woo! Jesus. Yes.
And
danced after.
And I really did hit my limit, because if I had one more bite, it probably would have all came raining out. But I I held it down. I tied with Principal Polito over at Boyd? No, Garcia. Garcia. And we had a dance-off. I was really full. I still think I danced better. I'm a better dancer, but it's okay. He had his students there, and I conceded to the loss, and I shook his hand, and I accepted my defeat because of the kids were cheering louder for him, and they were actually booing me. But I didn't take it personal. I know that's his principal. That was his principal, and then plus he gave out a bunch of like little happy tacos and stuff, stuffed animals, and really worked the crowd. So kudos to Principal Polito. He knows how to get a crowd to cheer for him, yeah, I was right behind him every step of the way. I was like, I'm not gonna let him beat me. But anyways, I think we both did a good job. I wish I could say the same for Dr. Manny Burciaga.
Oh, he was in there.
Who was talking all the talk but didn't walk the walk. But kudos, but big thank you to Dr. Burciaga for representing our district today also at the safety situation that happened at Kolb. I actually had a couple calls from some parents at Kolb, and one of the parents is a current high-level law enforcement official, and he said that he got the call from his wife, who got the call by the daughter. He rushed to the school. He happened to have the day off, and he said the school was awesome. Our safety and security team was awesome. He mistaken Dr. Burciaga for Dr. Avila, but he said that everybody did a good job over there. They were calm, they were cool, they were collected, which in turn helped keep the parents calm and cool. And so big thank you again to Dr. Burciaga for holding it down over there, and all of the supervisors and our safety officers who apprehended the intruder. I'm sure it must have been scary for a little bit for the staff and the students over there, but luckily our team took care of the situation and took control, and Rialto PD backed us up. So thank you to Rialto PD and everybody who kept the school safe, because at the end of the day, it continues to be our #1 priority. So thank you again. And back to the tacos. I don't think I'm eating carne asada tacos for a while, but they were good. And I just wanted to thank our superintendent, the cabinet, everyone who made it happen. The celebration over there. Dr. Delgado, Wendy, and everybody over at the Parent Center, at the Dolores Huerta, Sister Chavez Center, all of the maintenance, all of the grounds, all of the custodians, everybody was out there, making the event possible, putting the people who put it together, the people who took it down, all the parents who stayed and watched the movie. I didn't think we were gonna pull it off. I was like, man, once that movie starts, people are gonna leave. No, there was it looked like a little movie theater out there. They had this big projector, big old inflatable theater thing, and it was just really nice. I thought for sure I was going to leave right after the taco eating contest, but no, I hung around. I got to chat a little bit with our EA president, Mr. Brinker. Again, congratulations to you, Mr. Montano. Congratulations to Mr. Cordasco for your guys' leadership of your guys' unions and your representation of your members. We hope that moving forward we can work together and nobody holds anything personal. Negotiations can get tough, negotiations can get dirty, negotiations can get frustrating, but at the end of the day, I think based on the votes of your guys' members, both groups are obviously happy with the ultimate outcome, and for up to us, we wish we could, just pay everybody as much as possible. But at the end of the day, we got to respect the negotiation process and the people involved. Big thank you also to the district negotiations team for all your hard work. We know that sometimes they not only wanted to make salsa out of the board, but also out of you guys. So thank you for hanging in there and, and just really doing the best that everybody could. So moving forward, we look forward to working together, and thank you.
Thank you. All right, Board Clerk, Mr. Martinez.
Yes, just jotting down a quick thought. Let's see, I'm good for about 3 tacos anymore. I don't know. Out of practice, I guess. So I leave it to the king over here. Taco King. Most of the things have been covered, but the things that I have to continue with, National School Board Safety. The bus drivers are the first line of our staff family that our children see every
Yes,
morning.
yes.
And the last ones.
Mhm.
So special kudos to them.
Yes.
Well done to all negotiating teams. Negotiations were actually courageous conversations, and we continue to look for a better future. So I'm looking forward to working alongside, as always, our staff family. But I'm really looking forward to the governor's 2024 budget. I want to see how that holds up, because that'll tell us how we're doing 3 years out for 2027, which is our real, what would I put it, the anchor that we have to go by. Let's see. This I love. I've never seen the CERT teen, and these are all for teens.
Yes,
These are for our
right.
students.
Mhm.
And
They do an excellent job.
congratulations to, it was probably Mr. Rodriguez and Alex. Thank you for doing this. He's been working on it for 4 or 5 years at least, if not more. And I've been working with CERT, before it was CERT, back in the 80s. So I'm very, very impressed. This is a tremendous, it's not a capstone because there's more, but it's a tremendous stride for the district and for our students, because that means involvement in the community. And if we can start that, then that opens their horizons. Let's see, esports. I'm looking forward to everyone having all their labs updated, finalized. And esports, a lot of people think it's just games, but it's much more. And the end product is, I hope that it will capture everyone else who never intended to go to college, but now they have a way in, and possibly even with a scholarship.
Yes.
So I'm very proud of the district for doing that. Other than that, that's it. Thank you, everyone, for the great negotiations, and love you all.
Thank you. Well, you know, it's joy down in my soul. And the soul of a child is not dumb. They can learn. They will learn. And Rialto is going to be the premier educational district. You have to believe, you have to see, and you have to teach. I'm from the school of, if you didn't get it the first time, take it the second time. If you didn't get it the second time, take it the third time. If you didn't get it the third time. And what it has with children, it's saying, you believe in me. And we have our tutoring sites. I went to Preston, and I went to their after school where the teacher sort of decided what children need the extra help. They had a tutoring center. The teacher was phenomenal. She was doing the first graders, and the sixth graders were waiting, eager, felt good, showing me what they learned. I was like, it's amazing. I went to the early childhood where the rooms were creative, the parents were picking up. That's the joy. That's the creativity. These children go through a lot of things. You think adults, but they have a lot of stuff they go through before they hit school, and a lot of things that they go through when they leave. And who are we to give up? And you're in this profession. So I can't, and I won't, because it's critical. This is the outlook. I lived in Rialto 30-something years, and you can't tell me this person never went to school or this, what they're doing now. You have people with degrees and they choose to do their own business. You have people who don't have degrees and they could have, but they chose to do that. But it's the choice. We're not going to take it away in elementary and high school. It's going to be a choice they're going to make. But we're going to give them the tools that they can venture out in public education. If they can wink and blow and move a wheelchair, they can learn some math. Now we have to find the right combination, the right motivation, and that's what's education. You know, I look at negotiation and I look at essential workers, and no one gets paid their worth, but they choose a field because of a worth. When a policeman dies and his families, that's why they have our union, so they can get the life insurance, so they care. They have that brotherhood for fire. You know, when we go to negotiation, you have a preset, then you have a letdown, even when it's a good thing. So if you have 80 or 90%, obviously that was good for the moment. But when I went to the county office, I said, how's this budget? What are we doing? Are we holding things back? And they said, no, you know, you're not, because we can't control utilities, gas. We can't control all this infrastructure costs. The school district do not have like a set that they can just freeze it, you know, and so you have to have that leeway. And I said, okay. So, you know, I felt comfortable with the negotiation team. But, you know, when you're trying to put students and I think Rialto Unified School District, when you have that Me Too clause, put it out there. Everybody get the raise. You know, all the unions get the raise, so no, they don't even have to go back and fight. They get it too. Put it out there. Other unions have to, they don't have that. Everybody have to go by themselves. So that's a beautiful thing. But, you know, our administrator and happy administrator week, you know what I'm saying? It's really hard to say, you know, Dr. Avila, you know, makes more than the president when the president have, you know, Air Force One, live in the White House, his family have a staff, don't have to pay for anything. You know, all those intangible benefits for life. No, our superintendent do not have a deal like that. And we need to be fair and balanced, okay? You know, when you're LA Unified School District and you move from Miami to Los Angeles, you got a bonus for a whole year. You have housing. You know, executive pay, when you're over so many, that's the executive pay. You know, administrators is sort of like a thankless job. You know, that management level is a thankless. No one say anything about it. The teachers get the love. The school bus driver get the love. The cafeteria worker get the love. Administrators say, why didn't you do it? Why didn't you, you know? So they don't get that type of love. But I'm loving all of you. Are we giving them that love? They need that love. And, you know, so when we're talking about the way this district is set up, you know, we are always looking at the quality. But we need teachers that believe that this mind is intact. Maybe I'm not the personnel for that person. You know, sometimes parent-teachers conflicts are, I'm not the classroom they need to be in, but I don't want to throw them away. You know, people say security, I say education. Education, we're in a business. We're going to do security. And you know what? They have to come to another bargaining table. It's not like you can just go and pick them up at Home Depot. No, it's not a rent-a-cop. They have to negotiate too. And they have to sit down, and our team have to go with their team, and the teachers have to say what we're looking for and blah, blah, blah. But it will come together, and they've been working on it. So that's why we've added, each board member, we're going to have a safety spotlight. So the parents would know, and the staff will know what we're working on, where this money going. But the bottom line, when you're in education, is to educate. When you're in public education, is to educate. If you want to cherry pick your students, then you go to private. You go to boarding school. You go to where you can cherry pick and kick them out. And you know, when we have to do that discipline or, you know, there's teachers doing things, there's staff doing things, there's parents doing things, and there's students doing things. We all sort of have a bad, you know, some bad mix in there. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to look at systems to hold everyone accountable. Because we know the mind of a child is not fully developed until they're 22 for decision-making skills. So they're going to be rash and impulsive. That's the developmental child. They're going to have temper tantrums, and they're going to do that. But the mind of an adult, that's a different thing. So therefore, we're going to have to mix and mentor and work together, because it's really important for us to have that attitude. If we're teachers, if we're students, if we're working in a public school district, it's the educational experience, it's the safety, and that's why we're taking pride in Rialto, and I'm feeling joyful because I see the learning. I went to Frisbee tutoring, and it was halfway packed, you know, and I saw the teacher over here helping this one, I saw students helping other students, tutoring, extra help, motivation, and having belief. If you're not going to believe, if you're writing off, not the city where I live, because every place, oh, I taught at Rialto, I worked at Rialto, I went to Rialto. All your leaders in the IEP have some kind of drawn the tree, the root is in Rialto. So, you know, you don't tell my babies they're ugly. And when you're saying they can't learn, you're saying my baby's ugly. But these scholars can learn. We're just going to have to find the right combination. And we are going to be the leader. So I am joyful with Rialto Pride. And I want to say our printing, you know, we get so much fine-tuned. I went to the printing. I went to logistic warehouse. I went to IT. I even called the IT helpline because I was trying to log on from my USD and try to do some homework tonight. And so it was just amazing experience just touring, you know, that and learning. And, you know, I called. They said by 4:30, call the help desk. And 4 o'clock, I was there, and they helping me logged on, and then they helped me internet, and I had the internet in the house. I didn't know my code. And so I thought someone was around the computer. But they took the time. And I'm getting at is they were patient with me that I lived in a house 30 years. I should have known my internet password, right? I should have been in STEM. I didn't have e-school, e-sport. And so therefore, when we are so patient with each other, we need to be patient with our students. We need to report. We need to do everything you can, but we need to go through the process because learning starts here, and learning is fantastic. So with that said, I am going to take it away, Ms. Martha.
Thank you, Board President Lewis. We move on to public hearing, public information. Item D 1.1, fourth quarter for the 22-23 Williams Uniform Complaint Report can be found on page 19. And we move on to consent calendar items. All items on the consent calendar will be acted upon in one motion unless pulled by Board of Education members or the superintendent for individual action. Do we have a motion?
So move.
Second.
So we will vote on all items except for 3.13 and 3.17. We'll vote on them separately. Do we have a vote?
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
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 Okay. We move on to item 3.13. Approve Community Engagement Initiative Cohort 3 Professional Learning Network Parent and Student Travel. Approve 2 parent guardians, 2 students, 2 site administrators, 1 community partner, district classified staff members, and 5 district administrators to attend the CEI Cohort 3 Professional Learning Network to be held on October 26, February 1, 2024, February 2nd, 2024, and April 25th, 2024, and April 26, 2024, at a cost not to exceed $30,000 and to be paid from the general fund.
So move. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Roll call vote. Ms. Dominguez? Abstain.
Abstain. Ms. Galago, she don't vote? Progression.
Yes, she can vote on this one.
Aye.
Okay. Ms. Dominguez?
Abstain.
Okay, Mr. Montez?
Aye.
Mr. Martinez?
Aye.
And Ms. Lewis, aye. Now reverse.
I know, right?
Okay, item 3.17, approve for student board member to attend an overnight trip to California School Board Association Annual Education Conference. Approve registration, lodging, transportation, and meal expenses for student board member and one chaperone to attend the California School Boards Association Annual Education Conference Student Board Member Program to be held on November 29th at the Moscone West Center in San Francisco, California, at a cost not to exceed $3,000 and to be paid from the general fund.
So move.
Second.
Okay. Vote by preferential student board member.
Not
Okay.
Has to abstain.
But she wanted to say abstain.
Abstain.
Okay. By Ms. Dominguez?
Aye.
Mr. Montez?
Aye.
Mr. Martinez?
Aye.
And Lewis, aye.
Comment?
Okay, we move on to
Comment?
discussion.
Oh, comment?
You will be the first student board member who will be attending this workshop.
Woo.
Finally, thank you.
Okay, we move on to discussion action items. Item F1, amend the award for bid number 2324002, warehouse custodial supplies.
So move.
Second.
Line items number 1 and number 11 from Main Text Incorporated to Waxy sanitary supply. Discussion?
No? Okay. Vote by King Galazzo, student board member.
Aye.
Ms. Board Member Dominguez.
Aye.
Board Member Montez.
Aye.
Board Clerk Martinez.
Aye.
And aye.
Item F2, approve an agreement with PBK Architects to provide architectural and design services for a new gymnasium and synthetic track at Cope Middle School.
Ooh, so move.
Second.
This item is effective October 12, 2023 through June 30th, 2026 at a cost not to exceed $937,500 and to be paid from the General Obligation Bond Fund 21. Discussion?
I'm in the wrong line of work.
Yeah. But this is amazing. They need the gyms. We've been looking for this to come. Activity, movement, energy. Great.
Long time in the works.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Okay. King Galazzo, student board member.
Aye.
Board Member Dominguez.
Aye.
Board Member Montez.
Aye.
Board Clerk Martinez.
Aye.
And aye.
Item F3, approve an agreement with PBK Architects to provide architectural and design services for a new gymnasium and synthetic track at Frisbee Middle School. Do we have a motion?
So move.
Second.
Third. Fourth.
I know.
Provide architectural and design services for the new gymnasium and synthetic track at Frisbee Middle School effective October 12, 2023 through June 30th, 2026 at a cost not to exceed $937,500 and to be paid from General Obligation Bond Fund 21. Discussion?
Congratulations.
It's about time for all of this.
And 21 is measure A, so we want to
Measure
thank the community for
A is
passage
for
of the words
apple.
making it possible for that.
The
Where's your
community of
apple?
Rialto. Yes.
Where's your
District.
apple?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. King Galazzo, student board member.
Aye.
Ms. Dominguez.
Aye.
Mr. Montez.
Aye.
Board Clerk Martinez.
Aye.
And aye.
Item F4, approve an agreement with Mindfulness in Motion Incorporated. Motion?
So move.
Second.
Provide occupational therapy direct services and assessments that are in line with students' individualized education program during the 23-24 school year effective October 12, 2023 through June 30th, 2024 at a cost not to exceed $100,000 and to be paid from the general fund. Discussion?
No. Okay, Student Board Member King Galazzo.
Aye.
Board Member Dominguez.
Aye.
Board Member Montez.
Aye.
Board Clerk Martinez.
Aye.
And aye.
Item F5, adopt resolution number 232424 for National School Bus Safety Week.
So moved.
Second.
Declare October 16th to the 20th, 2023 as National School Bus Safety Week and encourage all teachers, support staff, and students to participate in appropriate programs and activities.
Questions, discussions?
Get a load of that bus right there.
Yes,
Yep.
isn't that nice? We
Yep.
appreciate the maintenance, the gas, the skill level, the certification, everything you do.
Now I just want to know, can we get a bus with the Hemi 5.7 liter? Some nice rims.
Okay.
Derek. Can we?
Okay, vote member by Student Board Member King Galazzo.
Aye.
Board Member Dominguez.
Aye.
Board Member Montez.
Aye.
Board Clerk Martinez.
Aye.
And Lewis, aye.
Item F6, adopt resolution number 232425, remuneration. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Excuse the absence of Board Vice President Nancy G. O'Kelly from the Wednesday, September 27, 2023 regular meeting of the Board of Education.
Vote by Student Board Member King Galazzo.
Aye.
Board Member Dominguez.
I just want to say that, I want to extend my warm wishes to Mrs. O'Kelly. We hope that she gets better, comes back soon. Just focus on your health, get better, and just come back to us safe and sound. So, aye.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. She's watching. Happy birthday, Miss O'Kelly. Happy birthday to you. Mr. Montez, how you vote?
Aye.
Mr. Martinez.
Aye.
And aye.
Item F7, administrative hearings. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Case numbers 232410 and 232409.
Board Member Dominguez.
Aye.
Board Member Montez.
Aye.
Board Clerk Martinez.
Aye.
And Lewis, aye.
Item F8, stipulated expulsion. Motion.
So moved.
Second.
Case number 232412.
Board Member Dominguez.
Aye.
Board Member Montez.
Aye.
Board Clerk Martinez.
Aye.
And Lewis, aye.
Okay, we move to adjournment. The next regular meeting of the Board of Education of the Rialto Unified School District will be held on October 25th, 2023 at 7 p.m. at the Dr. John Casalunas Education Center, 182 East Walnut Avenue, Rialto, California. Materials distributed or presented to the Board of Education at the board meeting are available upon request from the Superintendent's Office. Motion?
So moved.
Second.
Oh, you're here. You last the whole meeting. I'm glad it wasn't so long. Board Member King Galazzo. What's your vote? Did you say aye?
Aye.
Board Member Dominguez?
Aye.
Board Member Montez?
Aye.
Board Clerk Martinez?
Aye.
And aye, and time is 8:30.